Alright, so hopefully this will be my final update video on why I'm not continuing the Godzilla Haruo Yuko franchise. And me explaining on why Godzilla and hiccelsa will be the replacement of that series. And I'll explain another time about then how will Super Final Wars and Or take place then. Because will Super Final Wars and Or's Adventures. I'll explain that in another video. It's not right now. So, anyways, now if you're wondering, why did these Attack on Titan characters have a role in this freaking story? For starters, let's look back at Astrophil's version. His version of Godzilla and hiccelsa. For starters, you had Godzilla and Rapunzel to be, well, related, sort of. I kind of had the same thing going on in mind, and Godzilla falls in love with Cassandra, the same thing happens with me. Well, with my Godzilla and my Cassandra. But it just kind of happened differently because, well, Godzilla and Cassandra knew each other when they were kids. And not only that, there was a love triangle between Godzilla, Cassandra, and Varian. And King Ghidorah, on the other hand, freaking King Ghidorah, like, the arch enemy of Godzilla, freaking King Ghidorah, was going to go after Cassandra and Rapunzel. So that way he can get the Moonstone and Sundra, which were a part of him, but a long time ago he was defeated, and Moonstone and Sundra got separated from him. And now he's after Cassandra and Rapunzel, so he can reclaim his old power, continuing conquering the Earth, and becoming the one and true ultimate king of the monsters. While at the same time creating his own plan to kill Godzilla Earth, the god of the monsters. Well, not really, because, well, Godzilla Earth was technically Monster versus Godzilla's evil form, but now you guys know what King Ghidorah's intentions are in the remake. Not just to kill Godzilla and become the king of monsters, but to kill Godzilla Earth. Because Godzilla Earth is the most powerful Godzilla in his way. And King Ghidorah cannot allow that to happen, because it's bad enough that he has to deal with his arch enemy. He doesn't need Godzilla Earth to get in his way now. So, yeah, now you guys know King Ghidorah's real intentions are in the remake. So once when King Ghidorah gets the Saint's power, he'll not just kill Godzilla and become the king of monsters, but he'll also kill Godzilla Earth, so that way there'll be no Titanic Gojira left to stop him. So, yeah. So now let's go back to the Attack on Titan characters. Their role was going to be different. Their role was going to be slightly different because, well, for starters, they are basically the descendants of the ancient people who worshipped Godzilla and his species. And they could actually communicate to them very differently. Like, sort of someone, like what I mentioned in the part 2. Like how I was hoping that maybe in the future MonsterVerse movie we might get someone who can telepathically communicate to Godzilla, like how we had that in the Heisei series. that's what the Attack on Titan characters can actually do. They can actually communicate Godzilla telepathically. They can actually sense what he's feeling. They can actually know what he's sensing. They can see what he sees. They can feel what he feels. And not only that, they can actually sense on what he's sensing. They can actually feel his emotions. You know, all that stuff. That's their role. But particularly Eren and Mikasa, they can actually feel it more. They can actually feel it a lot more often than the others can. Now this is definitely more like a reference of when I decided to have myself to be bonded to Haruo and Yuko and Godzilla and Godzilla, Haruo and Yuko. It's not really a bond, it's more like something that Eren and Misa's ancestors had a long time ago. They can actually understand the kaiju and what they're saying, what they're feeling, what they're sensing. You know, all that crap. And you already know that King Ghidorah is targeting Eren because Eren has the Founding Titan's power. King Ghidorah is not going to stop until he gets the Founding Titan. And of course, man, I forget that Godzilla, a long time ago, before my old YouTube channel got deleted, Godzilla requested that he that his version and my version can have like a little meeting or a little crossover where his version is my version. Like, my Godzilla is more powerful than his Godzilla. Like, my King Ghidorah is a lot more powerful than his King Ghidorah. And also, apparently, Aster's King Ghidorah apparently pledged allegiance, like an undying allegiance to my King Ghidorah, so in a way, his King Ghidorah is kind of royal to my King Ghidorah, but in a way, because my King Ghidorah made a deal with his King Ghidorah, where if his King Ghidorah helps him with his plans, then my King Ghidorah will help his King Ghidorah to help him get rid of Godzilla and his friends. Because with the Founding Titan's power, no one can stop him. Literally no one can stop King Ghidorah. Well, my King Ghidorah with the Founding Titan's power, because he could control millions of colossal titans, and he can literally summon billions of normal titans. So literally, my King Ghidorah is more like a freaking god. You basically take like the scene from Godzilla vs. Kong, where Godzilla slaps Kong in the face. But imagine that with my King Ghidorah and Aster's King Ghidorah, where my King Ghidorah slaps his King Ghidorah in the face for not being like a freaking real war chief and actually taking the battle seriously and really going for Godzilla's friends, because his friends, as long as they're alive, they'll get in King Ghidorah's way. Because let's kind of look back at Aster's series, because not because Aster's I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry, I'm so confused right now. Well, not really confused, but you know. But in his series, his Hiccup and Elsa and their friends, they're always stopping King Ghidorah from killing Godzilla. So my King Ghidorah made a proposal that if he handles Aster's Godzilla and his friends, then they will stand a freaking chance. Like, literally. Not just that, King Ghidorah also grows bigger. He almost reaches around Godzilla Earth's height. Well, actually, yeah, no, he actually grows bigger than Godzilla Earth. just slightly bigger, like 319 meters. Yeah, 319.7 meters. So, yeah, my King Ghidorah grows bigger than Godzilla Earth because of the Binding Titan's power. And even without it, my King Ghidorah is still more powerful because, well, apparently Azrael's King Ghidorah doesn't know how to regenerate body parts. And my King Ghidorah clearly does. And not just that, his King Ghidorah uses a freaking black hole while my King Ghidorah just flies to get to Godzilla. So, I feel like this one is going to be the ultimate advice that my King Ghidorah is going to give to Azrael's King Ghidorah. Go for his friends first, and then go after Godzilla. Or at least send someone to go after them, someone who's powerful enough to go after them. And while that person's distracting them or holding them off, King Ghidorah can now go after Godzilla. That's what sometimes my King Ghidorah does. He sends someone to distract Godzilla's friends, while he, on the other hand, goes after Godzilla. You know, the typical divide and conquer. So, yeah, plus the main villain won't change that much, at least in one season-wise, because in Godzilla and Yuko, I already said it before, and I'll say it again, it was once Death Ghidorah, then Ragezilla, then it was frickin', like, Netseed, and then it was frickin' Lucas. And then it remained that way, you know? So, yeah, but this time, the main villain is going to stay the same. King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah is going to remain as the main villain from Season 1 until we get to Season 2. Season 2, Mecha Dagon is going to be the main villain. At least until Godzilla and Kong snap him out of it. And I don't even really need to explain Godzilla's love interest, because you already know that my Godzilla's going to have 4 frickin' wives. So, yeah. So, I hope you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys understand why I'm not continuing the Godzilla and Yuko franchise anymore. And I hope you understand why my Godzilla and hiccelsa is more like a replacement of that series. So, yeah. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.